Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Hope you guys are having a great day today. It's a beautiful morning. Today is Monday, July 15th, and what a weekend. What a weekend we had here and right here at the Ocean Pit House and also in our world. A crazy, crazy weekend. And we're going to talk about everything, folks. But first of all, I want to thank you all for watching the show. And whether you're watching it on all the 5 different social media um, broadcasts, we really do appreciate it very much. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders. Mostly, it's dedicated to people like you who take the time and watch the show today or whenever you watch it. Share the show. We do appreciate it. We got a real busy week for you guys today. And remember, thank you for all you guys do. And we really appreciate when you guys watch it and take the time and try to learn something new. I try to learn something new every day. So we'll see what happens with this one. Anyway, it's Ocean's Pit. It's showtime. Thank you, Dino Manzella from Seventh Heaven, for that incredible intro. Guys, it's Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, Monday, July 15th. And let's get right to some of our sponsors, folks. Let's not forget our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Our good friends from Norridge, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, and now Mesa, Arizona. That's right, folks. Summer deals happening now at all their stores. 50% off lawn and garden decor. 40% off all outdoor decorative chimes. Patio sets on sale. Lowest prices of the season. They also have a handyman specialist available at the Norridge and the Des Plaines stores. Licensed and he's insured. Folks, don't forget to tell them to grill your ace off and get yourself $20 off any grill purchase. That's our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Ace Hardware. Tell them Tony Ocean or Ocean's Pit sent you. And that's what it's about. All right. So before we get to the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump this past Saturday, let's get to some stuff that's happening, that happened for us. First of all, I want to thank everybody that showed up on Friday night to Chicago Prime Steakhouse, me and Double T. Thank you guys so much for that. Also, I want to thank my guest on Friday, Pat DeSabo, folks from the Lyric Theater in Blue Island. And it was a great interview and a great place. You need to go check it out. It is a great live concert venue, great food, a lot of fun. That's the Lyric Theater. So thank you, Pat, for that. We appreciate it very much. On Saturday, we hit a place called Famous Freddy's in Fox Lake, right on the water there off of Route 12. And I want to thank Freddie Hoffman, of course, Brian Kurth, and everybody from a la carte entertainment for having us there. It was a great afternoon. There was no rain. It was a Saturday. It was jumping. I want to thank everybody from Ace Hardware, Kathy and Jackie. I want to thank my friend Joanne, of course, Ralph Yellow from Ace Hardware were there, Sonny, Tommy, the whole crew. I want to thank Joey Spins and everybody. So it was a lot of fun. And hail out to the band. I want to thank, of course, the Double T, Tony Toto, and the great Jerry Jams. Great job. I also want to thank my 2 great friends for stopping by, great entertainers in the Chicagoland area. The great Lisa P. came by with her family, sang a song with us, and Regina Karma came out, surprised me. So thank you so much, my good friend Regina. And it's great seeing all you wonderful people there. It's a beautiful day out there on a Saturday on the water with all the boats. Donnie Morrison, thank you, Nina Terry. So it was very, very, very cool on Saturday. All right. So, but Saturday night, now that was a day gig. Saturday was from 2 to 5. Normally, I would probably get a second show somewhere else, starting at 8 o'clock or something. But that didn't happen because we had a very special moment in our family on Saturday. You all know my daughter, Marissa. She is the twin, and you know Nina and Eric, and they have the baby Callan. Well, Marissa is my other daughter, and her longtime boyfriend Nico Martino. He actually proposed to her Saturday during the day. She had no clue. He had it all planned out. You know, he got a beautiful ring, and they had the party at his home in Arlington Heights, and with his family. It was great. Sharon and Louie and everybody was so great there. And of course, great job my wife did, and Natalie and everybody, and Gianna, everybody putting everything together, putting the food. Joey from Portillo's, thank you, Joey, our son Joey. So everybody got it just perfect. And then he proposed, and he did it so classy and did it nice. And I have to tell you, he did it very respectful too, because like a year ago, when we knew Mama D was passing, she was in hospice. And when nobody was around, he actually asked Mama D if it was okay, if he could have the permission to have Marissa's hand in marriage. And then he went and talked to the girls, and then he called all the guys, and me and Joey and Tony, and Eric, and asked us for his permission too. So it was just a beautiful day, and I got there about 6:30. I got to relax, all the family and friends. Beautiful night, and it was just so happy moment for our family. So congratulations to Lisa, and what an incredible Saturday night! Saturday night, our family. Very cool. It really was. Toto, Stella, Saturday, Karen, Kathy, Pre. Oh, the list goes on and on today. After a long time ago, and sorry, Saturday night, of course, it was at Wisconsin. Pack. Now, mind you, it's hot normally, but we were in New York, and the people on there. I want to thank Tom Israel Festival in. So that was an interesting gig. In our cool underneath their tents while they were watching us. And again, I want to thank Karen and Julie and Shelby, of course. And we want to thank Jerry Jams running down, along with Chris, the staff over there at Mount Carmel. And of course, Mr. Bill Saratella and Elliot Winbush, my cohorts. So it was very interesting. Carol, thank you. Albert, hope you're Danny Ramundi. So that was a Sunday day. And then I got a chance. You're coming in choppy. I don't know what to tell you guys. Everything is okay. My voice is going in and out. I don't know. I am. Everything here is exactly all the same. So I don't know what to tell you guys. Let's hope we can hope it gets better as we go along. Lisa, how you doing, my friend? I hope you're well. Okay, so Sunday. So after our gig in Mount Carmel in Kenosha, Wisconsin, I rushed back for my good friend Double T, Tony Toto, and his lovely wife Julie, their daughter Dominica, and her husband to be now Joel was having a beautiful wedding at Villaggio on Lake Street in Roselle. The single's getting better. Thank you, Tony T. Great seeing you and Denise, by the way, and Omar and Gina on Saturday night too. I hope I'm coming in okay, guys. People saying there's some problem with but I think okay. And also hearing the dogs barking like crazy. Oh, just wonderful. Anyway, so again, congratulations to Dominica and Joel. A beautiful wedding in Bellagio. Berto and the staff did an incredible job, and it was great seeing everybody there. Lee Stevens singing over there was great. Patrice and Rhonda, our cousin Sonny, Spins, Tommy, everybody, Sal. It was great seeing some great friends there, and it was a beautiful day. She made a beautiful bride, and it was just a beautiful event. So it was very, very cool on that. Now, everybody was saying to me, now before we get into the assassination attempt of former President Donald Trump, and my opinion and what I'm thinking, a busy week. Tomorrow is Twisted Tuesday, so let's make sure that you come out and watch us with the great Carol Brandolino. Thank you. Carol was also there Saturday night, Saturday during the day at Famous Freddy's. And then Wednesday, we have my good longtime friend, Penny Chelios, is going to be joining us. She does some health guru. She does some fitness stuff that she does. Does the last name sound familiar? That's right. Her brother was Chris Chelios, or is Chris Chelios from the Chicago Blackhawks, former Chicago Blackhawks. So she'll be my guest on Wednesday. And then Laura Ocean will be joining us, of course, on Thursday. We have a busy week. This Tuesday is a private event at the Butterfield Country Club in Oak Brook. Now, you do that festival, that golf outing every year. Me, Jerry Jams, and Tony Toto. So that's an event. You have to be a member to go to that. On Thursday, we will be at Berkeley Concert in the Park, Electric Nights in Berkeley, Illinois, with Danny Raimondi, Tony Toto, Jerry Jams, and Ron Starr joining us on Thursday. Friday, returning to Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Daryl Armstead. Saturday, we'll be at Taverna on Division in Melrose Park, outside patio, 8 o'clock. And Sunday, the 21st, we're returning to Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy, me and Jerry Jams. And joining me will be Lee Stevens, celebrating her 80th birthday bash. That's going to be a great day on Sunday. Christine, I hope you're well. Emo, Florida. Everybody, how you doing? All right, so much to talk about. So much stuff is pounding in my head. And people are probably thinking, wait, he's just can't wait for him. He's going to go off. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. I'm going to try to keep calm here. And I'm trying to look at a different perspective of everybody. My first thought, it's just a little crazy. And I know everybody's so confused right now with so much hate in this world, especially what's going on right now in this country. Even with the city of Chicago itself, with all the shootings and violence and crime, has more violence and shooting and crime in Chicago than New York and Los Angeles combined. You have the Democratic Convention coming up. We're supposed to do a show at the Carnival downtown during that Democratic Convention. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I'll be a hypocrite to go and perform for something like that I don't believe in. And I'm not just saying, let's just make sure I clear this up. This particular party, this particular Democratic Party that we have right now with Kamala Harris and President Joe Biden and Pelosi and Hillary and everybody that's going to do it's just I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. I can't believe they're so evil. They're just evil, and everything this man is put up against, he keeps. The only way they seem that they can beat this guy is to kill him. And the responses and stuff that people have been sending me, we're going to make sure. Oh, it's definitely divided. We're definitely divided country. It's been divided for a long time. But the actions, the horrible actions that took place on Saturday is is uh, it's just it's it's so sad. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. So I'm going to go through some stuff here, folks. Uh, and The shooter, I don't care what he was, Boyd. The Boyd was, he took a shot at a man, a former president of the United States, and one person was killed as well. So I don't care what he was. And that media is just horrible. Horrible. Let's get right to some of this stuff here. I'm going to go right to stuff that people sent me. David Joseph, I believe it was an inside job. It's scary. I'm blaming the party. I still am blaming the party. I'm blaming the media. I'm blaming the party. If you do remember, folks, President Joe Biden's words was Donald Trump needs to be on a bullseye. Everybody remember that? Okay, so let me just get stuff that I'm hearing and people have been sending me and stuff that I did some research on. Carlo, how you doing, buddy? Trump just got shot in the head and got up like a fucking gangster with a fist pumped. What first thing that someone sent me after he was shot? CNN, from what I'm hearing, thought he stumbled and fell like it was staged. I'm sure you guys believe that too, right? It was staged. Nobody shot him. It was a BB gun. Shots fired at Trump rally. They hit him in the ear. Being an idiot, but you think you should be dead, ladies and gentlemen? You think you should shoot the guy? That the only way you could stop him? That's the only way you got to stop this man is to kill him? That's a good move? Not only did Donald Trump was shot at his rally, he fell to the floor and tons of agents rushed him. He got up and looked really disoriented. It happened. His ear was bloody. Secret Service put him in the car and rushed him away. All agents have guns drawn. Emo, they got rid of 100 people at CNN. They should get rid of a lot. They should get rid of everyone. They should close that station completely down. I mean, there was people that said they seen somebody on this roof warning the police, warning these people. Something's not right. How did that person get there? I mean, we're never going to know. And of course, they kill him. They shoot the guy because if you capture him, then he's got to answer questions. Shoot him, nothing. We don't know anything, right? Shots fired again at former President Donald Trump rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. I mean, when they started coming, and when I first heard about it, if you guys watched, I went to social media. I went to Facebook. I couldn't find anything on it. You know where I actually found it on? X, Twitter, Newsmax was covering all this stuff. I couldn't see anything on the regular Facebook. Nothing. They were blocking like it didn't happen. But at the end, you got to think about this. After this guy gets shot, he raises his fist. Seconds after getting shot in the head, blood still dripping from his face. Fight, fight, fight. I don't know. I just got a feeling there was a lot of people that changed their vote that day. A Biden supporter just pulled out a gun and shot Donald Trump. These are other headlines that we're getting. Stuff that was sent to me all day long. So I'm just reading to you guys what I'm getting. And of course, the gunman was neutralized. It was just hard for me to understand how this world is coming to be how we're getting this way, folks. Whoever thought? The head of Secret Service and the leader of this security detail should resign. Breaking news: eyewitnesses tell BBC that he informed police Secret Service about a suspicious man on the roof with a rifle. They warned him. It's almost like they didn't have clearance to shoot the guy. Johnny, I'm going to read that one. The thing you sent me, Johnny G. By the way, thank you for sending me that. I've got 4 or 5 copies of people sending me that too. This was from Fox News. Donald Trump Jr. gives update on his father after shots fired in Pennsylvania rally on Saturday evening. This was Donald Trump Jr. I spoke to my father on the phone. He's in great spirits. He will never stop fighting to save America, no matter what the radical left throws at him. It's funny that some people actually think it's okay that he was shot, or they were pissed off that they missed. Do you see the stuff that people are saying? And then the comments by President Joe Biden and former President Barack Obama. This is from Barack Obama. There is absolutely no place for political violence in our democracy. Although we don't yet know exactly what happened, we should all be relieved that former President Trump wasn't seriously hurt and uses his moment to recommit ourselves to civility and respect to the politics. They were 2 inches away from a civil war today. It's not a prospect I relish, but one that is to be feared if Democrats don't stop with their absurd, vile Hitler anthologies and their assassination glee. That was a quote from James Woods, the actor. If he was to die, ladies and gentlemen, there would have been a civil war. There would have been a civil war. Did you notice that there was no riots? People weren't going ballistically crazy. Of course, Trump Tower was being guarded, all the parades in front of there to show their support. You know, the problem they were happy about, people were happy about the assassination attempt. I never heard that when Reagan got shot. I mean, it is, the shooter is dead. And then the Republican convention will proceed. Former President Donald Trump's campaign and Republican National Committee said the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, scheduled to start Monday, will proceed after Saturday's assassination attempt. Trump will still be there. Dennis, thank you, my buddy Dennis from Lake Geneva says Wisconsin Biden election ads all stopped. They were extremely negative. Kathy, how are you doing? In my neighborhood, 1977, when he was in Wozniak Casino for a fundraiser, they had FBI on the roof. Thank you, Emo. I'm sending. Thank you all the stuff you guys keep sending me and stuff that we're hearing it. I wanted to, and then Matt Wallace. These are people that are sending me stuff. Let's take a moment to appreciate the hero for killing the shooter only seconds after he opened fire on President Trump, likely saving his life. If it was just an inch different, he would have been dead. Bigger than the two parties, the deep state and global elites will not stop. I think if Biden doesn't drop out, they will go after him too to get their person in. When the CIA kills our president, JFK, sadly, anything can happen. Oh, Mara, I hope you're well, my friend in Texas. Benny Johnson says, these are just different quotes coming in, ladies and gentlemen. They impeached him. They indicted him. They tried to lock him up. And now they try to assassinate him. He's not going to stop fighting for this country. Here was a quote from President Donald Trump statement. I want to thank the United States Secret Service and all the law enforcement for their rapid response on the shooting that took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. Most importantly, I want to extend my condolences to the family and person of the rally who was killed, and also the family of another person that was badly injured. It's incredible that such an act can take place in our country. Nothing is known at the time about the shooter, who is now dead. I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that there was something wrong, that I heard a whizzing sound and shots immediately, felt the bullet ripping through my skin. Much bleeding took place. So I realized what's happening. God bless America. Joanne Trump is in Milwaukee now, Wisconsin. How did the hell, if you look at the pictures, guys, how the hell was such an obvious line of sight not secured? Inside job. I'm starting to believe some of that too, ladies and gentlemen. That's like with Kennedy. We're never going to find out. That probably was an inside job too. Someone that close. Hell, we ain't going to know this shit. We're never going to know the truth. Elon Musk, extreme incompetence, or it was deliberate. Either way, the SS leadership must resign exactly. How was a sniper with full rifle get allowed to bear crawl into a closet roof to a presidential nominee? It's impossible that that wasn't covered. Impossible. Now, predictions right now, that Donald Trump will win in a landslide victory. This incident just determined the outcome. I believe something is going to happen now. I think he got so many more votes. Here's developing the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump Saturday evening. The head of X called the head of Social Security as well as the leader of security detail resigned. This man should be resigned. This woman should be resigned. And the thing that I didn't get, here's what I didn't get. When people were posting this on social media, ladies and gentlemen, they were applauding. They were hoping that he got killed. I can't believe some people I actually know, that I actually speak to and I actually see, that are actually in the music business, that would say, I wish he would have been killed. Mind-boggling to me. If you cheer, if you applaud just what happened in Pennsylvania on Saturday to former President Donald Trump, you should delete me, unfriend me. There should be no reason why we even communicate. If you're applauding that, as much as I don't care for our president, Joe Biden, right now, and the 47 years that he's been in government, I would never want that on anybody. Retire, get out. Go somewhere with your wife and family. Go. You have all the money in the world. Leave. That's all I want him to do, is step down. Leave. I wouldn't want that on my worst enemy. And believe me, people, in life, in our business. But don't you find it suspicious that the roof, the top, was not even covered? It's almost like when Kennedy wanted that his top down on his convertible when he went through the motorcade in Dallas. Should have been something covering the president. No, it's okay. Leave it down. Jason, how you doing, my friend? The blood is on Biden's hands, as well as anyone who voted for him. CNN said it was a publicity stunt. A publicity stunt. Patrick, how you doing? But then there was a doctor there. There's another quote that people were sending me. A doctor who was actually there provided the first aid, said there was a wound to the skull, but that we don't know of, or they're not saying anything. No one is more hated than when someone speaks the truth. Whether you like former President Donald Trump or not, everything he said was going to happen is happening here in our country right now. Now, while that was happening, people were sending different reports of who the person was. One of these people here was a Trump supporter. It's Trump shooter that has been identified as Shemuel Heinstein or Mark Violets, a well-known Athea extremist, pro-migrant, pro-Hamas, pro-Black Lives Matters, post-Marcus, trans activist, and pro-Biden supporter. That was like one of the things that they sent in, a person supposedly that took a shot at former President Donald Trump. This was like one of the very first things that people sent. It sounded like a BB gun, some people said. It wasn't real bullets. Could have been planned by a thug. They said he did it purposely so people feel sorry for him. I mean, I can't believe the endless of stuff that was coming sent to me. But violence is never the answer. Illinois politicians react after Trump injured at rally. I can't explain it. You can hear clearly 3 shots. They say one shooter. I don't think so. Not on a high value target. They went for the head. When I seen back the footage, I heard a bunch of shots, from what I can hear from the footage that I seen. I don't know, guys. I'll take the sip. I've been doing it all morning. Ladies and gentlemen, I like to have fun just like everybody else. The shooter, though, 20 years old. Do I got this right, folks? This Thomas Matthew Crooks, 20 years old. Where is this hatred coming from at a 20-year-old kid? Where do we get this at this age? This younger generation of 20-year-olds to go get bullets and shoot a guy. I don't know, guys. There, a couple things I just got to. You're a good Republican president when they left the left's attempt to murder you. Ronald Reagan, Abe Lincoln, and now former President Donald Trump. Yeah. Hatred. And it all starts from home. People are saying arrest and investigate Maxine Waters. She said take Trump out. She incited violence. She would be held accountable. No more games. It's time to take every threat seriously. When anybody says stuff like that, here, a quote by President Joe Biden. It's time to put Trump in a bullseye. Google it, fact find it, and see it yourself. Unfortunately, whether they had anything to do with it, but when you say stuff like this and then a couple days or whatever, weeks later it happens, what's the first thing that you go to? Danny Mazzi, my good friend from Armando Supermarkets. Hello, my friend. The Bongiorno report, if you watch it, I watch it every now and then. It calls for Secret Service Director Kim Cheetel to resign immediately after Trump assassination. It's time right now for Kim to get her head out of her ass and do the right thing. I could tell you stories for days about her putting politics ahead of show business. You've been every news channel that you turned on. I mean, these people, it's mind-boggling to me when you're trying to watch this stuff. It's law. I get lost. I'm lost right now, folks. I'm lost for words. I'm so angry inside, and I'm so hurt that if you think what happened on Saturday is going to make this whole world a hell of a lot better, you're completely wrong. And just like everybody's been saying and sent it to me, we are so divided in this country. We were already prior to the COVID or whatever, the flu. We were divided then. We're getting divided. It's horrible right now. Boyd or anybody else, what I'm trying to say, guys, it's the violence. This guy almost got killed. You know, when it's politics, there's always going to be dirty stuff on both sides. You know, shooting shit at each other. That's part of the thing. That's part of the game, whatever you want to say. But when you take an attempt to try to shoot somebody and kill somebody, and one other person was injured, how about the first responder that was killed? The rules are done. There's no rules then. That's the part that gets me, guys. That's the part that gets me. Yeah, we need it. These people that hate him so much. The View, Morning Joe, Liz Cheney, Adam Kinzinger, the Democratic Party, Pelosi, CNN, MSNBC, Rob Reiner, Stephen King, Mark Hamill, Rachel Maddow, George Clooney, Lincoln Project, Robert De Niro. It's like boom, 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 boom. They're just taking just brutal. And then President Joe Biden said, we are done talking about the debate. It's time to put Trump in the bullseye. And he still goes to the Republican convention in Milwaukee. He ain't going to stop. Since accountable to thank you. Six to hold them as responsible. Yeah, assassination attempt. Your help. And I'm sorry, I'm out of it right now. To our future. Will it have another attempt? Here's Trump campaign coordinator Susie Wiles. Chris Chief will be attending the Republican joining his support in Milwaukee. I don't know, guys. Let's talk about right owes us nation on how a foreign line here. She is director of the Secret Service and part of Biden. Explain all that to me, ladies and gentlemen. That to me. Showing footage of this kid, footage from Bethel Park High School 2022 graduation. Shows reporting time. Matthew Crooks was all the stuff with kid. Like CNN, they're saying that they're even called. Doesn't violent you anybody out there? There was only President Donald Trump when he was shot who did not duck. The man which in Vincent, I'm going to see if I pronounce his name right. Vincent so showed zero signs of fear. People show any fact he knew it was coming. Investigate people. Tucker Carlson, if you watch, he predicted it. He predicted in Trump's life. He predicted this was going to happen because they can't stop him any other way. Saying President Trump was wrong for saying fight after. Why would they say he's wrong? He's fighting for his life. He's saying, guys, no matter what, keep fighting to make this country to great again. I don't care what side you're on, guys. We're talking about someone who took a shot at somebody and someone almost died, and one person did die. You know, if former President Donald Trump becomes president, there's a lot of stuff he said he's going to do, and people don't want that to happen. The 9/11 attacks, the JFK attacks, the Jeffrey Epstein's list. They don't want all that stuff to come out. I don't know. I'm sure with so many people watching this, but even after President Joe Biden came up and talked about it, the president, how the president of the United States not said a word for over an hour when the former president, current Republican nominee, was up. He didn't even mention anything for an hour into his conversation. I'm just praying, guys. I'm just praying that something can happen. See, I didn't know much about politics, and I still don't. All I know is that there's always a dirty side on both sides. If you guys remember, it was always the Democrats and Republicans were always fight, do whatever they had to do. But it always seems like they all got together for the best of the country. It's so divided now, we don't know where to go. We need a lot of praying. A lot of praying right now, ladies and gentlemen. My friend Kevin Burke said, quote, he was an old Union 150 guy, good guy, moved to California, good friend. He goes, I've witnessed over 10 motorcades for President Clinton, a few for Bush Jr., a few for Hillary when she was running, and Obama several times. Every flat roof had a Secret Service on them for blocks for at least a mile. Today, the shooter was 148 yards away from the closest flat roof in the county fair setting. Not a high rise like the busy cities I've witnessed before with the roofs protected. Probably one of the first roof I'd keep an eye on. We need to think about this. He was so close. There's a guy who's seen a lot of these other motorcades in the past with different presidents. I don't know, guys. All the reporters this morning saying how it's sad to have such hate in politics. Look who's doing it. It's the media. Some kind of justice is needed. Need to put Trump in a bubble car like the Pope. That's going to end up happening. How about Pelosi? Pelosi days before the rally shooting, Trump must be stopped. He cannot be president. I don't know, guys. There's so much stuff that you people have been sending me, and so much stuff that they're saying and covering, and it's mind-boggling to me. I just want you all to understand one thing, if we can, to some sort of degree, come together. Could this country come together in any way? I don't know. Donald Trump, if he becomes president of the United States, he'll make some changes. He'll do some stuff. He's got to make it better than it is right now. I'm just so sad. I'm sad, and I'm just in shock. In shock. The assassination attempt, and then when people were high-fiving and happy in some of these comments that I was getting, it's, what about this? And the first responder, our prayers go out to his family. He lived, died a hero. Corey Compertor, a former fire chief, was tragically killed at the rally in Butler, Pennsylvania on July 13th, 2024. A man of great faith. He died shielding his wife and two daughters from the actions of a hate-filled man. Please keep Allison and the rest of their family in our prayers. Yeah, it was almost like it was a joke at first, when someone was just telling me something at my gig, hey, you got, you know what I mean? But here's something I've been saying from day one, and I'll always say, I will stick to this, if anything else. Carlos said, you're not shocked here at all. So you're not shocked that someone took a shot at him. Would you shocked? Would you be shocked if it took a shot on the other one? If someone took a shot of our president, Joe Biden? Would you have been shocked then? I don't know. But I do have a problem with this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. And right now, I agree with you, Carlo. I agree with you, because this world is crazy right now. Either side is nuts right now. And the people right now on both sides of the hate, it's just crazy people. It's got to do with the sides. I don't care what anybody says. Here, if you have a problem with the 10 Commandments, the American flag, the Pledge of Allegiance being told in schools, then there's something wrong. Here's the thing. Did you guys see this? And I've been getting this stuff sent to me. Look at this. Listen to this if you didn't see it already. My name is Jonathan Willis. I'm an officer in the famous photo. He used a famous photo of the two snipers on the roof at Trump's rally. I came here to inform the public that I had the assassin in my sights for at least 3 minutes, but the head of the Secret Service refused to give me the order to take him out. Jonathan Willis. Thank you to everyone for your thoughts and prayers yesterday, as if it was God alone who prevented the unthinkable from happening. We will fear not, but instead remain resilient in our faith and defiant in the face of wickedness. Our love goes on to our love goes out to all the victim and families. We pray for the recovery of those who were wounded and hold our hearts in the memory of citizens who were horribly killed in the moment. It's more important than ever. And we stand united, show our true character as Americans, remaining strong and determined, not allowing it to win. I truly love our country. But the mind-boggling part of this Jonathan Willis guy, have you heard this? You all, anybody watching? I don't know, guys. Thing that gets me out of all the stuff that we talked about, or anything that you've been hearing or anything, that Google the name Jonathan Willis, and please tell me. Google that name. Somebody. And I promise you this, guys, I will never unfollow someone for their political opinions. I won't do that. I believe that everybody should be able to have their own opinions and believe and support anybody they want. But I will unfollow people who wish death on a human being. Now, that I will do. That I will do. And I don't know, guys. What do we do? What's the next step to do? I don't know. I just want to thank you all for actually taking the time and watching the show. I know some of you were probably waiting to see what I was going to say. And I'm in shock. I'm lost for words because, I knew it was dirty. I knew that there's a lot of hate from people on both sides, the people that don't like this person. And on the other side as well. Every day, guys, I'm out on the street 5 nights a week. I'm in restaurants. I'm places. I hear people all the time. I'm out in the public. I'm different states. I hear different things all the time. It's crazy. I just want to thank you all for watching the show today. I wish I could be a little bit more excited or a little bit more informed, a little bit more. I just don't know what to do. Thank you, Carlo. I think maybe that's why, guys, that's why it's so hard for me, because I know my mouth and my opinions and people, things I say sometimes, but in my heart's in the right spot. My heart's in the right spot, and I just can't believe the hatred that it's going to. I don't know what's going to happen. You know what I feel sorry for, guys? My kids. I'm a grandfather now. I've got kids. Right? One son, Tony's getting married in January. They're going to have kids. Marissa just got engaged. Now, eventually, they're going to have kids. Joey and his girl are going to move out in a couple of weeks. Eventually, they're going to get engaged. They're going to get married. It's our future for our kids. I'm 62. Where am I going? Where am I going? It's our future. It's our future. And some questions that I just don't understand, that are not being, what I don't get, the really thing that mind boggles me is this whole sex trafficking thing that nobody says shit about. Do you know how long this has been going on? This Epstein's Island thing is scary, man. It's scary, and it should scare the shit out of you people. And we don't even know the beginning of it. I mean, this guy gets arrested, gets locked up, kills himself, supposedly. Somebody killed him. That Maxine, whatever her name is, assistant, I haven't heard shit from her. Where is she at? If they unveil if they take one person out, if they throw one man or woman from that island to the wolves, they will rat everybody else out. That's scary. Because when they open up that box, or if anybody shows a list of those people that have been on that island and everything that happens, it's huge, Christine. It's been happening for years. And we just don't talk about it. The news don't talk about it. Something like this, ladies and gentlemen, should be in people's faces on every news every fucking day. Just like cancer you talk about, or just like this you talk about. Every day something's on the news, programs, talk shows. This should be talked about every day. And then when you meet people that say, oh, I don't know nothing about politics, I'm not involved, I'm not going to vote. How come nobody wants answers to these questions? Why? How come nobody wants answers to these questions? How come no one's saying, what? Come on. How come no one's demanding that list? We're talking about children here, guys. We're talking about kids. Kids. We all have some. I don't know, most of you either have kids or grandkids, nieces, nephews, brothers, sisters. I mean, nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. They're hiding so much of it. It's the future of this country, whatever we have, and it's our younger generation that's supposed to carry the torch and do it to make things better for the future. I am not a Joe Biden supporter. I am a former President Trump supporter. Is he the answer to everything? To the future? No, maybe not. But he's definitely something we need done. We need change right now. Can't stay the way it is. Maybe these files need to be opened. Maybe the 9/11 file needs to be opened. Maybe the Kennedy assassination. Maybe all this stuff needs to be out there for our public to see. Or are we so scared that if we found out the truth about all this stuff, that this world would turn into a chaos? Alderman Dick Sayed, you're absolutely right. We can't give up. We can't give up. The problem is, ladies and gentlemen, you can't even fight fair. You can't even fight fair. You know, Democrats and Republicans have been doing this for years, right? But not like this. Not like this. We need some younger people in the government. I agree with you 100% to lead our country. Some younger people. I don't know who wants it, but we need to do it together. Combine some sort, some way. So remember one thing. When you see somebody out, we look different, we act different. Um, let's be kind to one another, man. We're all going to be a little cold sometimes, or you have a bad day and you walk into a place and you might not have that smile on your face or whatever it is. Now, I've only been with my family here it'll be 7 years in January. Before that, it was me solo by myself. I mean, I was married before, but there was never children involved. You change, your life changes, your mind changes, every little move changes. I mean, you still keep yourself, but when you see my grandson, you see Kellen. I mean, I don't see him that often. Right now, I don't because Mother Nina's still at home and everything. But when she goes back to work, we're going to be babysitting a lot more. And they're so innocent. These little kids. I want them to have what we have. I want them to grow up and have some nice things and good things to think about in the future. I don't know. I want your kids and your nieces and your nephews and your cousins or kids, whatever. I want everybody to have some happy life. I mean, we're all going to go through struggles. That's just it. Just because this person is this, and this person is that, and this person is that, or it is what it is. But why the hate? It's okay we dislike something, but the hate. I mean, there's been hate in the world for so many years. Hate, truly hate. But I do believe what everybody's been saying, that our social media, guys, we know this, all of us who watch social media, who use social media, we all do. It could be an incredible thing, especially for my career. It helps me, the show, my gigs and all that stuff. That's fantastic. But it's also very deadly and very dangerous. And we get so brainwashed. I don't know. I'm going to leave you guys. I didn't even mention a lot of any of the sponsors today. I just want to thank you all for taking your time out of your busy days to turn in and watch this little show here. Because you guys all have busy lives and you have so much more important things to do. But you take the time. Now, whether you're taking the time to look at me saying, what's he going to say? Is he going to go off? Or whatever it is. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I do. And I wish success and happiness to all of you out there. And we're not always going to agree on stuff. I never want it to be hate, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want it to be hate. I don't want violence to be involved in stuff like this. That's not good. Thank you, Boyd. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for your comments. And let's just pray, man. We need God. You know, so I'm not a spiritual guy, but I pray to God. You know how much I talk about this stuff all the time. We need it. Because he's got to be up there going, whether you believe in it or not. What? We got to stop all this shit. With all this stuff going on in this world. I mean, it's not, it's just bad. It's just bad. Guys, I want to thank you all. I want you guys to have an incredible day. It's a beautiful day out there. Get your ass out there and go support live entertainment. Go see some bands. Go golf. Go fishing. Go do something. Get out of the house. Go to a restaurant. Support local establishments. Get out there. Go to your friend's house. Barbecue. Go out. Go see a movie. Go do something. Try to be positive. Try to say happy to when you see people. I hug all my friends. It's an Italian thing. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart, and I want you all to have an incredible day. Again, congratulations to Dominica and Joel. Congratulations on your new life. Congratulations to my future son-in-law, Nico, and my daughter, Marissa. I love you both very much. Buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. And Ringo Starr says it. Peace and love. God bless you, everybody. See you tomorrow, Twisted Tuesday with Carol Brandolino. Love you all, man. God bless you. Be cool. Nick Sahajas, take us out, my brother. Bye-bye.
Oh, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony.
Bye-bye, everybody.